Good morning, everybody. This is a bright, early day. We are headed into Disneyland Paris, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Disneyland Paris today. It is awesome. And this is the entrance to Disneyland Paris. You walk right underneath the hotel. That takes you right into Disneyland Paris. Thank you for joining me today, guys. It's going to be fun. You're going to love it. I'm excited. All right, let's get started. Hello everybody, I'm Provost and you're watching Provost Park Pass. And today we're going to be doing everything we can about a full tour of Disneyland Paris. And now in our other videos, we're building up to this moment. I asked you guys to put in comments, what do you want to see when I come here? A lot of you said food. Almost everybody said merchandise. And then a few people said attractions. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you on a full tour, show you the whole layout of Disneyland Paris. Then, if you're interested in merchandise, that'll be at the end, towards the end of this video. So you can skip ahead to that part if you want to just see the merchandise, the pins, and the food will be towards the end of this video. I'm excited. Let's get started. Today's going to be amazing. Here we are, guys, about ready to enter into Disneyland Paris. This is the walkway, much like Disneyland, where you walk underneath the train station. You walk right in. Mickey and Minnie have been up there dancing. As you enter in, the first thing you're going to see in Disneyland Paris is this gazebo right here. This purple gazebo. And it's decorated purple right now for the 30th anniversary. It's beautiful. And then Main Street is right down there. I have something really cool to show you. You guys know how at Disneyland they have the horses that pull the buggy? Here it is at Disneyland Paris. It looks like a little train car. It's so cute. I can't even handle it. The Main Street Transportation Company. And you can see right down here, you get to sit in there, and there's their horse. I love this. The Main Street Flower and Market Streets. There's a little horse right there, take you on your little journey on Main Street. It looks so awesome. Oh, it looks great. Looks like the horse is getting ready to go. Oh, there goes the horse. There they go, right there. Woo! Cutest little thing you've ever seen in your entire life. I love it. All right, now let's go back to Main Street. I'll show you all of Main Street. All right, so this is Main Street, walking down Main Street. I have to show you something that makes Disneyland Paris a little bit unique. Is we're gonna walk right over here behind the stores, and they don't really have this at Disneyland. I'm so excited to show you this. See right there, this is called the Discovery Arcade, and they have it also on their site. This is a tunnel that takes you through all the way behind all the stores on Main Street. This tunnel here, this Discovery Arcade tunnel, is decked out. It's warm, so if it ever gets cold, I'm just gonna take a quick little sneak peek inside to show it to you, and then I'll walk down Main Street to show you. But if you walk through here, look. Every store is available on the left-hand side, and then on the course, the other one is on the right-hand side. But there's like bathrooms. Look at the lanterns are lit up. So you come in here and go into any one of those stores. Like there's the Disney Clothier store. It goes through and go right in Main Street. So it never gets too crowded going down Main Street because you have 3 ways to get down Main Street. All right, let's back up and go right down the center of Main Street for you guys. It's just really pretty here, guys. You'll notice that everything here, though, what you notice on the ground, it is 100% brick. Whereas at Disneyland, the brick is only where the horses walk. But down here at Disneyland Paris, they've done brick all the way up and down Main Street. It looks awesome. This is the Disney cast members for the 30th. Look at the purple. Look at that. It's so good.
You want to see underneath?
Yes, of course.
So underneath is like
oh, it looks so good.
Purple, and there is a little bit
it looks so good. And then the hats.
Yes.
Yes, look at that. This is for the 30th celebration here. Yes. Let's see your best move. Yeah! there you go. All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Like I just told you earlier, this has brick all the way down the center. Where Disneyland, it's only where the horses are. Right here, and that is the castle. I think it could be the most beautiful castle in all of the Disney places. Let me zoom in. As I get closer, I'll talk a little bit more about the castle as we get there, but just so you guys can see how beautiful it is. It is gorgeous, and it is tall, and that pink really pops against the blue sky. And notice all the different stores are here. You got imports, fancy goods. Moving right over here, you got the Emporium, which is very similar to Disneyland. You got the Main Street Gazette. Moving right over here. And remember how I showed you on the other side, there's the Disney Clothiers, how it goes through? So, hello! It goes all the way through. You can see all the way through here. Now, this coming down here, I'm going to show you is probably one of Amanda's very favorite places of all time. Is this called the Market House right there. It is where you get a croque monsieur. It's one of the best sandwiches, if not the best sandwich I've ever had in my life. It is so good. It's kind of like a ham sandwich with a special type of cheese. Then right over here, you got Walt's restaurant. Walt, of course. You know the name Walt from Walt Disney. And this is where, on Disneyland, you go down here for lockers, but not here at Disneyland Paris. It's a little bit different because you have that goes right through into the little arcade area. This is a clothing store called Lily's Boutique. Now, Lily is Walt's wife's name, so that's her boutique. I love that they have that here. You got this ice cream parlor, and then we have the Casey's Corner. It's like the Coca-Cola corner. You got hot dogs, you get Coca-Cola, and then you're gonna walk right into this giant Esplanade area. If you notice, you go this way over here, going to the right, that takes you to Tomorrowland. Straight ahead takes you to Fantasyland. And then if you go left, right over there, it's a little bit different. Frontierland is first, and then after Frontierland, they have Adventureland. And I'm gonna take you to each one of these lands to show you these lands. But I think we're gonna need to start here at the castle. Disneyland Paris, there at the end of Main Street, has a giant, huge open hub. I'm gonna show it to you. And they use it for all kinds of dances, performances, parades. It is used a lot. See these stairs going up here? This is where the performers, they get up there, they dance. This is the center of the hub right here where people are kind of walking around. At Disneyland, right in the center is where this is where they have the statue of Walt. But here they use it for performances. The parades, the floats come and they make a circle around this giant hub here, and they dance around on the street and here on these all these little stages. And they use this area extensively. Now, we gotta talk about this amazing castle because there's so much more than meets the eye of this castle. Let's get into it. This castle is amazing. It's amazing. One of the most beautiful castles in all the Disney resorts. Now, when they were designing Disneyland Paris, they were worried that the Europeans would get here and be bored by castles because they see castles all over. So what do they specifically do? They made a castle look like a fairy tale castle. It's like what a child would look like, how a child would design a castle. Everything about it is made to represent being in a fantasy or a fairy tale land. It is awesome. This castle is designed to trick your eyes. Now the color outside is this beautiful pink color. It was chosen for two distinct reasons. Number one, that pink really pops against the blue sky, as you can see the blue sky around it. Number two though, is on a cloudy day when it's gray, that pink doesn't get muted out by the gray. It also pops against a gray, stormy weather. What they've done with this particular castle though is they trick you. If you look at the lower part of the castle, the pink is a little more vibrant and bright. As you go up the castle, it gets a little more muted. It's done very subtly. The reason they did that is it gives the illusion of the castle being actually taller than it really is. It's tricking your mind to make you think this castle is huge. Another thing to look for in this castle here in Disneyland Paris is they have a gold spire. On these gold spires, you see these little billets, I think, like little round ball things like this. They have them on the Walt Disney World castle as well. But the ones here in Disneyland Paris, they're actually snails crawling up the spire because, you know, French, escargot. To show you the color, it's a little more vibrant, and as you go up, it gets a little more, it just gets a little more muted, just so it makes it look even taller than it really is. And that color does pop against a blue sky. The castle, it's beautiful to look up, but there's a mysterious secret down below. That's right, this castle has one of the most sophisticated animatronics underneath the castle. And most people don't even ever see it. They just walk right on by and they don't care. But you can walk around and you can see the entrance to the dungeon where this dragon is. Let me show you that now. Here's the castle, and you walk underneath the castle and you see this right here. There are actually 3 different entrances into this cave, and it gets dark. The dragon is 79 feet long and weighs 5,500 pounds. It's massive. Now this dragon wasn't designed to look like a fairy tale dragon like from the Disney movies. More, it was designed to look like a dragon from the European folklore. It can be a little scary to kids though. This dragon is amazing, and if you even look carefully, its claws move right over there. I've been outside the castle to show it to you on outside how beautiful it is. I've taken you underneath the castle to show you that amazing, beautiful dragon. Now I'm going to take you up the stairs, and we're going to go look up how amazingly beautiful it is upstairs inside the castle. The guards, and they're asleep, right? And if you look very carefully, this one's blue, and this guard over here is kind of like a pink, because you know how the fairies are like blue, no pink, blue, no pink. Also hear the night snoring. A really cool thing here is this raven. If you look at the eyes, when you take a flash photo of it, the eyes right there, they reflect red paint in it. It looks like it's got red eyes. One of the most distinguishing things is the stained glass windows. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. And there's the spinning wheel. Oh, it's lighting up. Okay, right left off of Main Street, you have Frontierland. And right over there, that is Adventureland. So here in Disneyland Paris, it's reverse. Frontierland is the first land, then moves into Adventureland. So let's go to Frontierland and show you what they have here. What's interesting, they do have like the haunted mansion here, but here they call it the Phantom Manor, and it's located in Frontierland. When you first walk into Frontierland, you see this fort here, and you can walk all the way up and through the fort, across that bridge. It takes you out on the other side. It shows you all the different things here in the fort. They have little stories there. They got the antlers on top of the roof to let you know that's where we used to do trading. It's a really fun area. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it, guys. Let's walk up the stairs and I'll show you the fort. Let's have that experience here at Disneyland Paris. Walk right up the stairs. And this takes you, the first one you're going to get into is a U.S. Cavalry Quartermaster. Now you have to do lots of stairs if you're going to walk up here. As you can see, the Quartermaster, that's where they have all supplies. And so what they have here, supplies. I love this here. It says, Senator's Spuds. The eyes have it. Little pun there for potato pun. Potato puns. Okay, let's keep walking up the stairs here. Get you all the way through. Notice this is where it's very authentic to a real wilderness lodge. This is where they defend themselves. You see this like T shape, right? Because that way you can shoot. See how it kind of bows out? That way they can shoot their rifles in all directions. That's what that's for. And right here you have the prospector, the 49er, letting you know that he's looking for gold right now. And then moving on outside the fort. This is where it gets really pretty. You get to look all the way across into Frontierland. And look, you can see all the antlers on the roof. Now, if you see my Frontierland video, Secrets Revealed, that's important. Cowboys, a lot of them were illiterate and couldn't read. So what they do is they put antlers on the roof to let cowboys know this is where you can trade. This is a general store. It's for trading. They're there. Okay, let's go down here now to give you a good view of Frontierland. There is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad right there. We'll get there. Oh, you guys, it is amazing. It's on an island, completely surrounded by water. So you might be asking yourself, well, how do you get there? We'll get to it. It's amazing. There's the Phantom Manor right over there. And this goes that way into Adventureland. Let's continue on. This is also what's interesting because in the other parks you don't get to climb and walk up here and see the fort. This is the jail. You can see the jail cell. I like how he lets you still come up here. You see he's sleeping. See him back there sleeping? Then you walk over here and it takes you down to the other side of the fort that we're in. I'm trying to be entertaining for you guys. I'm not used to this vlogging format. I'm gonna sprinkle throughout the day facts that I know about the park. I'll try to sprinkle that in. I'm also just gonna try to show you what my day is like. So I hope it's entertaining for you guys. If you like it, if you are enjoying this, would you hit the thumbs up button? That helps the video a lot. And if you really like it, leave a comment. Just say something like, hey, Provost Park Pass, or you're awesome, or I like this. That way it lets me know that, hey, you guys like this. All right, continuing on. Here they have the spy glasses, and you can look right through a spy glass right there. You can actually see, you kind of need to move around so you can spy on people in the park if you wanted to. Little spy glass. And then you walk right down the stairs, it takes you right out of the fort. And the frontiersman, check it out. He's shooting in reverse because he's looking in the mirror, shooting his gun at the target. Because that's how good he was of a shot. And that's it. That's something really unique here to Frontierland, is you're able to walk up in the fort like that, which I love. All right, so we are right here in the heart of Frontierland. You got all the mercantile stores. There's lots of good merchandise in there. And then you got, this is called Thunder Mesa, which is important to understand. You need to understand Thunder Mesa for the Phantom Manor. I'll explain in just a moment, but it's important to understand this is, Frontierland here is called Thunder Mesa. They've got the Lucky Nugget right over here. And then we're moving on down here. They've got the Last Chance Cafe. And I'm gonna show you where they board the boat here. They don't have the Mark Twain, they used to, but it actually had a fire a long time ago. They have the Molly Brown. And then right up ahead is the Phantom Manor. And you'll notice it looks scary. It's not like the one in the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland where it looks so pretty on the outside. This one lets you know right up front, you're in for some scares. And this is the Silver Spur Steakhouse. This is like a little more of a fine dining area. So we're gonna walk right down here and take you right to the Phantom Manor. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate that. I love it. You guys notice we are in springtime. The trees are just getting, some of them have little buds and it's just blossoming, about ready to happen. So it's just a perfect time. It's a little chilly, a little cold. A lot of people have jackets on or whatever, but I think because all the walking and talking, I feel fine. And so I just have my shirt and tie. All right, I'm gonna take you guys into the Phantom Manor. The backstory here is incredibly complicated. I'll get into that in just a moment. But I mean, it's not like the one where Disneyland, where it's kind of easy to tell. This has a whole story of what's going on here. It's really cool. Look how awesome it looks. All right, so let me give you the background of the Phantom Manor because it's kind of crazy. Here's the background, is that there's a guy here, he lives in this house and he has a daughter and he's a prospector. He's a good guy. He ends up, he's mining, and he ends up mining in Thunder Mesa and he digs too deep and he disturbs a spirit called the Phantom. The Phantom ends up overtaking the dad. Then the dad gets jealous of his daughter. His daughter tries to marry 4 different people, and every time she gets engaged, the dad goes in and causes some type of calamity. Oh, by the way, right here, we're walking by this little tea house outside as we're going in. You can hear music from Nightmare Before Christmas. It goes by real quickly. Anyways, causes some type of calamity on each of the suitors. They all end up dying. She never gets married and ends up being so distraught. What ends up happening though is that the Phantom becomes so powerful from like all of her sadness that the Phantom is able to overtake all of Thunder Mesa. That's right, all of Thunder Mesa, the Frontierland, and turns it into this place of doom and stricken. So when you ride the ride, you're gonna see how the Phantom overtakes her fiancés, kills them off, then causes such grief and sadness that they're able to overtake all of Thunder Mesa. It's a crazy cool story. Oh, if you want, I have a whole video of the secrets revealed to the Phantom Manor over here or here. You can click anywhere there and be able to watch that whole backstory of just this attraction if you're interested in that. A little thing of interesting trivia about the Phantom Manor. It's the only haunted mansion in all the Disney parks where you enter in through the front doors. Right here, you enter in right through the front door to go in. Now you might be asking yourself, say, whoa, what about Disneyland? You go actually right past the front door and enter into the parlor. So this is the only one where you go in the front door here at Disneyland Paris. All right, guys, we are now entering into the Phantom Manor. And as you're gonna notice that if you look at the walls here, they all are decrepit. And as it goes along the story, you'll see that it goes in reverse. The walls are gonna heal and become better.
It is so nice to have guests. Nous sommes ravis de vous accueillir.
By the way, that is Vincent Price. It was one of his last voice works he did.
You may not believe it, but beauty once lived in this house. Fantôme Manor a connu des jours heureux. Mais les temps ont changé.
Now it's super pretty and looks
Now,
nice.
curious souls, come. I have more to show you.
All right, we're gonna go in the stretching room. The portraits you see in here are the 4 fiancés she has that all have an untimely demise. You'll see she disappears from the photos as well.
Perhaps you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Hélas, les choses ne sont pas toujours ce qu'elles paraissent. It appears everyone is doomed at Phantom Manor, even you. This chamber has no windows and no doors, which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out.
But now we're into the hallway, and they have the portraits that change just like at Disneyland, but these are, I'll show you my favorite one. It's this duel.
There is much to see.
Watch, it's shot in the back.
Stay together. I'd hate to lose.
I love that.
So soon.
The boat catches fire.
N'ayez pas peur. Allez-y.
It's amazing. Now there's the bride. She's the main story keeper, and this is who the Phantom, he continually frightens her and makes her life just horrible. There's the bride waiting to come in, looking out the sad window, waiting for her grooms to come back, and they never do. We're about to enter in, and at this point here, you have to pull the bar down yourself. It doesn't automatically lower, like in Florida and California. All right, let's begin. Phantom right behind her. You'll notice that the eyes actually glow, and this clock has a 13 on it with a second hand, but Disneyland does not.
Goblins and ghoulies, creatures of fright, esprits.
Now we're going to enter into the ballroom area, but it's not a birthday party, it's for a wedding. They're bringing their gifts to the wedding. All the gifts are there. And there's the bride and the Phantom. See them dancing down there? No dueling portraits. Now instead of entering the attic, we enter into the bride's chambers. Reflection in the mirror. Now the Phantom has gotten super powerful, enough to transform all of Thunder Mesa. You'll see. And now we're going to hear some familiar songs, just like they sing. But you'll notice there's only 4 busts instead of 5 busts, like in the Disneyland version. We only have the 4 busts. And there they are, music and playing on the heads of skulls. Entering into Thunder Mesa now. Watch the mayor. It's my favorite, especially his head. Look, you can't even see the ghost, they're just playing cards. And here's the Phantom. And you look here, there's 4 tombs. These are her 4 people that she was engaged to and all died at the very beginning. And then as you go through here, rather than have a hitchhiking ghost, the bride will sometimes appear in your cart with you. There she is.
Will you marry me?
The one complaint this attraction has received over the years is sometimes people don't understand the story. They don't understand what's going on. They're like, wait a minute, you see this lady, she's getting married, then all of a sudden we're in downtown Thunder Mesa and everybody's like a ghoulie and demon. What is going on? The thing is, if you understand the story, it's amazing. And the more you write it, the better it gets every single time. There's so many details to find in this particular attraction. It is awesome. I absolutely love it. I just had to show you the exterior because it looks so pretty. It's awesome. Is pretty the right word? Just, it's cool, I guess. Okay, continue on to Frontierland. This island here is the Big Thunder Mining Company, and that's where Big Thunder rides. It is on an island, and you have to board right over there. Is the boarding station for Big Thunder. Okay, here we are, walking down. Right over here, they have the shooting gallery. It's called the Rustler Roundup Shooting Gallery. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see it. I did a whole video on Disneyland about their shooting exposition and the complicated history of toy guns at Disneyland. But you can see this right over here. Look at all the targets. It's much more expensive. It costs €3, which is maybe about $4.50. This is a fun one. Lots of different targets. Like things explode. Lots of cool things. Okay, so we're gonna now go do Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And before I get into that, I want to talk a little bit about Disneyland Paris and what they do for lines. They have their normal standby lines, just like every Disneyland park in the whole world does. But they do not have Genie Plus here in Disneyland Paris. They do have what's called Premier Access. And Premier Access is if you want to skip the line, you can just pay per attraction. You go in and pay, and then it'll let you skip that particular attraction. It's totally optional. You do not have to do that. It's something if you want to do, you can. And so right now we are going to do the Premier Access on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad because we want to get on it real fast because we're impatient. Oh, if you're wondering how to do that, it's a Disneyland Paris app. On the app, you just beep, 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 boop, beep, and you get your access pass. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad here at Disneyland Paris is the longest Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It is the fastest Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and it is the wildest Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. I have not ridden the one in Tokyo. I've heard about that one, but for people who have been on all 4 of them, they say this one is the best. Yeah! Is this the best
cast member.
Yes, right? The best Big Thunder?
Yes.
Oh, he's like, yes! We're gonna go underwater to get to the island super fast.
Yes.
Have you been to Disneyland?
Yes, it's not underwater.
Yeah, oh, it's true. See, this is the wildest ride in the wilderness. Though they don't say that here. Well, you just heard it right from the horse's mouth. Disneyland cast members have proclaimed this one to be the very best. And they said that they sometimes do say it's the wildest ride in the wilderness. So we'll find out. So I can videotape here as long as I don't use my gimbal. It's gonna be shaky and herky-jerky and it'll be a lot of darkness. That's when we're going underneath the tunnels to get to the island and the tunnels leaving the island. Also, a little fun fact, they do have a goat here on this particular attraction. Though it's not like the goat on top of the hill. When you're gonna go up the second hill, the goat's at the bottom eating underwear. Yeah, for reals. Here we go. Down the door. Here we go. It's fast. Oh man, that's just to get to the island and you are hauling. Now. Second hill, just like Disneyland, it's a 3-hill attraction. These rocks are from Monument Valley, inspired by Monument Valley in Arizona. Geysers, now we're going. Guys, explosions. I'm sorry about it being so herky-jerky. This is when we go really dark and the fast. Fast in the dark. It's amazing, huh?
Best ride. Best ride.
It's so good. That last hill is in the pitch black and you're in the hauling bats are flying by. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It is so good. Woo! Sorry about being so jerky about that. I can't do anything about that, but I'm glad I was able to film it for you. Woo! I was still on a little high from that ride. I have to say, there's a cast member ran up to the very end. He's like, hey, to be sure, we do say it's the wildest ride in the wilderness. So they do say that. I just, that ride's so awesome. Woo! Okay, all right. Continuing on. Now we are going to go to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril. Now this ride is Indiana Jones. I will say that, but it is not like at all the Indiana Jones at Disneyland. Not even remotely. This is a true roller coaster. El Temple du Peril. Temple of Peril. I don't know how to pronounce that. I just tried to sound good, but I don't know what I'm doing really. We're gonna now get on the Indiana Jones attraction. This one, I can't film while I'm on this attraction. What is really cool about this attraction though, is it was the very first looping roller coaster that Disney ever had in any of the parks. It goes upside down, and it was the first of any Disney park that ever had a coaster that had an inversion. We're walking up the stairs into the old temple. You can see they even have flames going on up there, real fire burning along. It is so cool. You're on the carts, like the mine carts from the Temple of Doom. There they go. About to board. All right, so I can't film on the ride, but I'll tell you all about it once we get off. I just got off that ride. It's such a crack up. I mean, it's fast. And you're going over hills and there's a loop. I will say this. I am almost 6'2", not quite 6'2". And it goes over the shoulders, that little restraining lap. I had to scooch down because I was maybe a little too tall for the ride. And then when I'm going that ride, going over these hills, these little whoop-de-doos, I kept banging my shoulders. It's the only ride I ever get on my shoulders, like, Still super fun. All right, let's continue on. I have to tell you this one thing here. At Disneyland Paris, the character meet and greets are a very big deal, guys. A very, very big deal. I have lots of characters out. I want to be like you. Ooh, ooh. Up top. Up top again. Oh my gosh. One, two. Now, you might not have noticed that, but going into Indiana Jones ride, it took us into Adventureland. We're technically in Adventureland here at Disneyland Paris. And Adventureland is huge. When I say huge, I mean massive, massive, massive. They have rock areas for kids to play in. They have tunnels for them to walk through. There's pirate ships. It is one of the biggest lands. It'd be equivalent to like New Orleans Square and Adventureland combined at Disneyland would equal just Adventureland here at Disneyland Paris. As you can see, we're going here. It's called Adventure Isle. That's where they have Pirates Caribbean is located in Adventureland. And also they have the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. It's not Tarzan's treehouse, it's a Swiss Family. And that's that big giant tree right over there. Then you can see the giant pirate ship back there. It's an area where kids can play. And then they have, I'm not even joking, maybe a half a mile of trails for kids to play and climb on. Tunnels. It is huge. So let's go ahead and, whoa, look at that giant fish. What? This is a little play area for kids here. It's all in Adventureland. Play area, a ship. I mean, look at the bridge that they could cross over. And like they got like waterfalls here. I mean, I'm gonna get a little bit over here so you can see. These are just areas for the people to walk and explore. There's caves. I mean, back there, you see that's a cave back there. It goes on and on and on and on. It is massive. Here's a little map to kind of give you an idea of the scale. We're right down here. Like all these rocks to go exploring back. These rocks back here, the Swiss Family Tree House. You go over like this, the Barrel Pontoon Bridge. They have the Spyglass Hill. They have the Point Lookout. There's even like this down here, Skull Rock. They have a giant skull rock that you go look out, and it is huge. This area is massive. Here we are. They have, this is like Davy Jones' lockers over this way. Skull Rock is this way. They have like, it is really cool. I'm going to take you up into Skull Rock, and we'll look out for Skull Rock to oversee Adventureland. From the outside, if you're looking in, it looks just like a giant skull, hence called Skull Rock. And this is like the mouth. See the kind of mouth, the little wheels of the teeth? But look, it continues up these stairs. And now we're looking at the eyes and the nose of the skull, way up high. Right there, it's the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And then from over there, people can see, looking into us, it looks like we're in a giant skull, which I'll show you as we get outside. This is so fun. I'm just gonna show you some more. So I like the adventure part. I like to see all the stuff. I hope you're enjoying this part of it, just looking around, because I think it's so fascinating, because it's so different than Disneyland. Oh, look at that waterfall. The backside of water. It reminds me of Tom Sawyer's Island, but massive. When Miles was here, this was his favorite area, and he just would walk and run and giggle. Oh, you guys look at this. Ready? Look at that skull. Oh, look, I found skeleton treasure. Like, this place is twisty and curvy. So well designed. This is exactly what little kids and adults, I'm not kidding. Look at that water is shooting down right there. I'm on a little tiny bridge. There's like bridge over there behind the waterfall, or still, and the moss coming down. It looks awesome. We're not even done. We decided we're gonna try to go up Spyglass Hill and get to the top and just see what it's like up there at the top of Spyglass Hill. We're walking up tons of stairs, but it's fun. We're way up here. There's a bridge over there, suspension bridge. I think this is called Spyglass Hill. We're way up high. I'm on the suspension bridge and it's bouncy. I want to jump on it, but there's other people on it. But I might do it anyways. Whoa. You see that? That's like a permagrin. I like can't stop smiling. This is so fun. You're just like exploring. You feel like an adventurer and like a kid. You're dun 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 dun. You're like going through caves and being an explorer, and you're checking out everything in the great wilderness. And you're like, I can do this. I'm amazing. I'm doing this. That's how I feel right now. I don't know if that's capturing on the video or not, but that's how I'm feeling. All right, so somebody asked in comments, or like said, Chris, what is it like? Is it a language barrier? Because I don't speak French if I want to go there. It's not a language barrier at all. Every attraction is they always have it in French and in English. It's not a problem. This is one of the most, if not, I think it's the 7th most visited theme park in the world. And they accommodate to all different languages. When you come through, they have Spanish, Italian, German, English, French. All the different languages here are accommodated. And most of the cast members, you'll notice their pins, they speak multiple languages. It's not a problem for you. And things are done in English, the signs are in English so you can get around. That's not even a worry. All right, so right here, we are in Adventureland, and right in front of Pirates Caribbean. We're about to do this attraction. It's very different from the one at Disneyland. It's amazing. It's different. I don't want to say better or worse. It's just very different. And I like it a lot, though. The exterior of it looks like a giant castle, giant fort here at Pirates Caribbean. It is really cool. And the line inside is really detailed. Still moving through the line. You can see right through the windows, and that's the boarding area. I don't know if we can see around this corner or not. Or maybe yes, we can. But they are boarding the boats. Puns are very difficult to translate. So like, I told the cast member, I'm like, how much does it cost a pirate to get their ear pierced? I'm like, Buccaneer. Now keep in mind that most of the cast members, English is their 2nd or 3rd language, and puns are really difficult to translate. And they're like, oh, about $1? It seems very reasonable. And we just took off. In the very beginning of this ride, you're gonna see a restaurant. It's called Captain Jack's. It'd be equivalent to the Blue Bayou in Disneyland, right there. So hard to get a reservation. And instead of going down a hill at the very beginning, we're gonna go up. It's hard to tell, but we are going up a hill right now. Oh, there's Blackbeard.
So says I, Blackbeard.
If you look up as you pass over, you can see right there, feet are swinging by. This pirate on a rope is trying to swing into our boat. I love this effect. Going down the hill. This is way different. Instead of the auction, instead of her having chickens, she's got jewels up there. And Red doesn't talk. And I love this part. You got a female pirate fighting. There it is. Singing mule and donkey. Now we're gonna go down another hill here. They actually take your photo on this hill going down. Now towards the end of the ride, we see the captain's quarters. And this is one of my favorite effects ever, right here. Captain Jack Sparrow has much more treasure here than at Disneyland. Way to go, Captain Jack. And that's the last thing. Actually, that's the last thing. The skull, can you believe it? It's the very end. Okay, so we're now leaving Adventureland. I'm gonna go into show you Fantasyland. Fantasyland is very similar to Disneyland, except they have one whole area dedicated to Alice in Wonderland that is awesome. We are now in Fantasyland. And right over here, this is the entrance to Peter Pan. Look at that. They have that same adornment at Disneyland. And then they have Dumbo right over here. And then right over here, they have Pinocchio. And of course, we have teacups. And this is Lancelot's carousel. As you can see, this is the line here for Peter Pan, and it is massive. Just like Disneyland, Peter Pan is very popular. And right back there, we have Toad Hall, except it's not an attraction. It's in a cafeteria where you go eat if you want to eat. Toad Hall. I'm gonna get in and show you this a little bit closer. This is the Alice in Wonderland. They have a huge hedge maze for you to go through. You get to walk through this whole area. It is so fun. It's very unique, only here at Disneyland Paris. It is amazing. And that is the Queen of Hearts castle. You can even go up in her castle up there. What is a hedge maze? Well, it's a maze made out of hedges. And the hedges are the hedges are tall enough, usually you can't see over them, making a nice little maze. And this is really fun for kids, adults. You get to just kind of walk around. And then if you don't want to, at the end where they have the Queen of Hearts castle right over here, you don't have to go up the castle. You can bypass it or go up the castle. That's your choice. While we're waiting in line to get in the hedge maze, this is the perfect time to talk about how do you come to Disneyland Paris if you want to come to Disneyland Paris. All right, this is how you do it to get the best prices available. You're going to dial this number, 1-855-GETAWAY. It's 1-855-GETAWAY. You're going to have to call them and tell them you want to come to Disneyland Paris. If you tell them that, tell them Provost Park Pass sent you. They will get you the best rates they can on coming to making a vacation package coming to Disneyland Paris. Now, what if you were like, well, Chris, that's really cool, but you know what? I'm never going to go to Disneyland Paris. I just want to go to Disneyland or Walt Disney World or even like Universal Studios. Well, that's our problem. Then I'm going to put a link down below for Getaway today. And you can click that link if you just want to book a vacation package to Disneyland or Walt Disney World or Universal Studios, and they'll get you the best prices guaranteed. But if you want to come to Disneyland Paris and see what I'm seeing here today, then you have to call that number because that's the only way to get the best rates. Yeah, so it's just that simple. All right, continuing on. All right, we're entering in. This is awesome, guys. We're entering into the hedge maze. You have to go through. It's just fun. Little kids love it. Miles love this. Now, who am I kidding? Adults love this stuff too. I mean, I make it sound like it's just for little kids. It's not. It's for everybody. And you get to choose, like, which way do you want to go? You choose whichever direction you want to go, and then you walk it. I might usually choose the left type of guy, but I don't know. And that's the wrong way, of course. Okay. Let's see if we knock if somebody will knock back. No knocks backs. And if you look around, look at what do you see? The Cheshire Cat right up there. And there's a nice little area here. This is something that kids can do. Adults can't usually. But look at these little doors. These open and close. And little kids can go beeline it right through there. And then I just stand there watching and go, I can't do that. Little baby horn blower. There's the mama horn blower and her other little baby. I'm gonna cheat and go over, look, so I can see above. That's cheating. Let's not do that. Now all of a sudden I feel bad. Oh, there's Rob playing in the water. Look at that. Look at that. You have to walk right through these little waterfalls. Oh. Water is going right over my head. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Literally going right over my head. Oh, I just got wet. Who are you? This is like maybe a fourth of the way through the maze. It's not so confusing that you get lost. I mean, like, you're gonna be able to get your way out. So this here, most people don't even realize this. Check it out. Ready? Yeah, you can turn it. And then he turns opposite direction. Because in Alice in Wonderland, he tells you to run in the water to get dry. What? It really helps me out. On the last video I did, I asked you guys, like, hey, if you enjoy these types of vlogs, write down that you enjoy them. It kind of bolsters my confidence a little bit because I'm not much of a vlogger. I prefer to have a script, and I feel more comfortable with that. This is unscripted, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. But if you can leave a comment down below, say, hey, I like this, or also tell me in tomorrow's video, what do you want me to see? I will try to get that type of stuff for you guys. It helps me to have your input. Now, this is the most famous part right here, is a giant Cheshire Cat flower bed, and the googly eyes going around and around and around. Now the maze, it turns into the Cheshire Catwalk. I'm not even joking. So now, giant maze, it turns into this little catwalk. I find this catwalk to be perfect. And here we are, painting the roses red. And there's a card right here. And this card just told me a joke. Ah, you're so funny. What a card. Now this is where you have a choice to make right at the cards here. You can either just exit right out that way, or if you want, you could turn and go to the Queen of Hearts Castle. It's your choice. If you don't want to go to the castle, you just bypass it, or you can go right up to the exit, or go to the castle. I'm gonna take you to the castle though. Queen of Hearts may be difficult. You can lose your head. Ooh, let's do it. To get the Queen of Hearts Castle, you gotta go another hedge maze. This is a tall one too. I mean, these are tall. I can't even lift it up. This is how tall it is. Oh, sometimes these cards are in these hedges like this, and they will walk by and interact with you. Oh, there he goes! I don't know what he said. Probably, be careful, and up with your head. Oh, she's... Whoa! She's raising... Not sure what that last sound was, but that was awesome. Almost to the entrance of the Queen of Hearts Castle. Actually, I don't know if we're too close to the entrance. This maze is intense. Okay, hang on. I gotta figure out where I'm going. We're going the wrong way, guys. I guess we weren't even close. We gotta go through a card tower. Literally, we are trying our best to figure this out. Oh, she's again. She's angry. This is like no joke. We're still not to the castle. Okay, we finally made it here. The entrance to the Queen of Hearts Castle. And you look very carefully right there in that little rampart. You can see the little tiny King of Hearts is right there. He's like, hey, here I am. And this is the entrance right here, guys. Go through there, and we're good to go. Let's go up. I am at the highest point of the castle, guys. You look, you see this maze that we went through. It goes all the way around, and all the way back there as well. There is Space Mountain of Tomorrowland. You got It's a Small World. It's under a little bit of repair right now. There's the castle. If you look way off in the distance, you can see Tower of Terror. That's at the Walt Disney Studios. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad right over there. Pirates Caribbean's right over there with boat is. That's Adventure Island we walked through already. This is all of Fantasyland. It's pretty. There's a little king. And there's my buddy Rob down there. He made it all the way down. And that is the end. You guys are leaving, going to the unbirthday party. And that is the end of the Alice in Wonderland hedge maze. So we continue on, guys. We're still in Fantasyland. And this is tucked kind of in the back. A lot of people they walk right by it. There's two attractions back here. You got Casey Jr.'s train and Storybook Canals. The Storybook Canals is a little bit different than one in Disneyland. The one in Disneyland, you have a cast member who's a guide and talks to you. This one, you have to read the stories to go along. And Casey Jr. is very different too. It's almost like a little tiny mini roller coaster. Here we are, getting ready to go on the Storybook Canals. You'll notice we are on the boat. There's no captain to tell us what's going on. You have to read the stories as you go. I'm gonna show you something very shocking though, in this ride, towards the end. You see Dopey right there? There's Dopey, and there's the Tangled Tower right there. You see the Tangled Tower. Right over here, they have Peter and the Wolf. And when I was little, that was a story that my mom read to me all the time, Peter and the Wolf. And it's like the little snow village and Peter and the Wolf. And then over here, you have Balrog. And he looks very intimidating. We're about to enter the Cave of Wonders. We're a diamond in the rough. No, Abu, don't take the jewel. Don't do it. And there's the lamp, Genie's lamp. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little teeny sword in there. The sword of stone. Right there. A little miniature, beautiful bell, guys. They have little goats there and some ducks. She's there reading a book, because that's what Belle does. So this is the shocking part. Right here, this is Wizard of Oz. And you can see like little Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow. And that's the City of Oz, right there, the OZ. The reason that they have that says Oz right there is Disney owned the rights to Wizard of Oz, the book. They owned the rights, not to the movie, but to the book, so they're able to do that. When I was a kid, my favorite character was the Tin Man. I loved the Tin Man more than anything, but now as I've gotten older and watched it again, the Scarecrow is amazing. And I like his dancing, like when he's like on the yellow brick road, he's like falling and dancing. I think it's so cool. So Scarecrow now is my favorite, but it was a Tin Man for a long time. All right, so now we're gonna go do Casey Jr.'s train. Le Petit Train du Circus, the little train of the circus. The Casey Jr. train at Disneyland has an engineer who actually controls the train. They're really driving the train. The one here in Paris, though, is a self-guided train. It's on a track, and it's very, very smooth. I mean, it's very, 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 very smooth. So you don't have, it's like Storybook canals here. They don't have a guide. And so, I don't know why they did that, but I like it. We're in Casey Jr. and I got my own little row. And it's orange. It's an orange cart, which is my favorite color. So, very happy right now. Here we go, guys. Casey Jr. train. You see the nice little castle right over there. Woo-hoo! All right, there's the back of the castle, guys. Woo, woo. I love stuff like this. All right, guys, it's a little after 2 in the afternoon. We got here about a little after 10 this morning. Rob and I are gonna go get some food, sit down. I'm gonna get my camera recharged, and then we'll continue on. I gotta show you the rest of Fantasyland and also Tomorrowland, and we have to take you to Frontierland and show you Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. But before we get to that, I just want to say this. I was reading some comments yesterday on the videos, and some of them really moved me, and people were talking about their situations, and I just wanted to say this. I don't know why bad things happen to good people. I don't know why bad things happen even to sometimes like bad people. Just sometimes bad things happen. And if you're going through a rough patch or a particularly difficult time right now, I'm sorry. I want you to know that I think that you are awesome. I just wanted to say this to all those who might be going through a little bit of a rough patch. It's not permanent. I've gone through some hard times myself, and there's days where you sometimes it just seems sad, and you're just sad, and that's okay to feel that way. It's perfectly fine. It's okay to process and feel grief or sadness or whatever it is that you're going through. I just want to say this, is it doesn't last forever. Things will get better. They will get better. I want you to know that. In your heart, it's going to get better. So, all right, deep breath. Let's go. I gotta get some food and recharge, and then we'll continue on with this tour. Okay, before we go eat, I just had to show this. This is the Carousel de Lancelot. Now, the carousel that they have in Disneyland is the King Arthur's carousel, and then the one they have in Orlando, Florida, that's Prince Charming's carousel. But here it is Lancelot's, and if you notice, these giant lances going up, holding up these flags. I think it's really cool. I love it. And then like if you look at the horses, I mean these are like war horses. They've got like battles and axes. I don't know what battles are. They have axes and swords and like a lance and like an axe there. It's cool. If you also look across the top, this story is telling a story like Lancelot fighting a two-headed dragon. This isn't Disney stuff. This is the story of Lancelot. There they are sitting at the Knights of the Round Table. And also something interesting, they have like little horse carriages, like a what is that, chariot. So cool, love it. So we just got done eating our lunch, and I know what you're probably thinking, well, Chris, what did you guys eat? You're in Paris, Disneyland Paris. Did you have crepes or waffles or patisserie or something amazing like a croque monsieur? You know what? I looked at Rob and we looked at me and we both said at the same time, hot dog and french fries? Yeah, so we went to Casey's Corner and had hot dogs and french fries. It's still really good though. All right, so back here in Fantasyland, right behind me is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's not been redone. It's not like Snow White's Enchanted Wish. It's like still like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And then right over there is Pinocchio. Now what is interesting, that right there, Pinocchio, is identical to the one they have in Disneyland. It's exactly the same. But here in Disneyland Paris, Pinocchio is one of the most popular attractions. People love it. Love it. I mean, lines, it's not unheard of. It'd be 35, 45, and even sometimes up to an hour just for Pinocchio because everybody thinks it's the best. Yeah. As you walk through Fantasyland, you can see it's called this enchanted tree. And look, it's got grapes and oranges and grapefruit and apples and pears, all just growing on it. And it's next to this little shop right there where you get a nice little treat. The next attraction that I want to show you is the teacups. Now, did you know that Disneyland is the only Disney park in the entire world where the theme cups are uncovered? Every other Disney park, when they have a theme cup attraction, always has a covering over it. And you'll notice the operator is in a giant sugar bowl. Nice little sugar bowl. Right behind me is another little, that's a snack cart. And they have crepes there. We get a bunch of crepes and eat a bunch of crepes and just enjoy it. But one of the things that they don't have here, can't find a churro, guys. Can't find churros, no churro carts. This is It's a Small World. It's currently closed. They're retheming it and redoing the facade, but it's currently closed, which makes you a little sad. I wish I could show it to you, but I can't. All right, we are now exiting out of Fantasyland. I'm gonna go into Tomorrowland and show you Tomorrowland and what Tomorrowland's all about. They have these parades. These parades go very often. You can barely see it through there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right there's a parade. See the characters. But when the parade is going on, look at the castle and the waterworks over here. It is phenomenal. It just lights up. Those shoots of water really high in the sky. Right behind me is this building here. It's kind of looks like a nondescript building. This building is for people who want to purchase an annual pass. Now, if you want to buy an annual pass, you come here, and their annual passes are very affordable. In fact, our annual pass, because of the way the world was, we bought it in February of 2022, and it's expiring in like 18 days. My annual pass expires. So the thing is, it's also interesting about Disneyland Paris' annual passes is that they have a special perks. They have their own entrance for annual pass holders. An annual pass holder gets to come into the parks early. They always have like a little extra early magic for them. It's really cool, and they're very affordable. Like our pass, I think cost like $300 something, and that was like open for every day of the year. 350 days out of the 365. It was only 15 days I couldn't go. It is really cool. I'm not sure if they're still selling them right now. I think they are, but this is where you go to get your annual passes for Disneyland Paris. Now this is the entrance into Tomorrowland. This is, if you remember, old Disneyland had these like Jules Verne's rocks, you know, kind of the coppery rocks. Well, that's what this is all themed like here in Disneyland Paris. We'll walk right in here, and you'll be able to see right there that's Space Mountain. And you see that is a giant cannon outside Space Mountain. And when you ride it, it's Hyperspace Mountain. But when you ride it, it shoots you up that cannon to enter into it. It is phenomenal. Right over here, this is the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters. And then ahead of us is Videopolis. And way back there is Star Tours. And then right here is Space Mountain. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters is like the one at Disneyland, not Florida. You can pull out the guns and shoot any direction you want to shoot. Whereas Florida, it's like a mounted gun. Here, it is not. You can go shoot and to get get your high score. By the way, I have to make a little tiny correction. It's here they call Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast rather than Astro Blasters. It's the Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Fun little trivia. See how it says the XP41? In Disneyland, the car cruiser is the XP37, and I think in Florida, it's the XP36. And here in Disneyland Paris, it's the 41.
Vous retrouverez sur la planète Z. Quant à moi, je resterai ici à Star Command pour commander la mission.
So when you're waiting in line, you can see the little green planets where the little green men live and the Gamma Quadrant. But look right here. Hidden Mickey, profile. Unlike Florida, where you have no idea which targets are worth the most, the one Disneyland Paris is just like one Disneyland. 100, 500, 2,000, and then 10,000. Always go for the triangles. Triangles. Just aim for triangles, and that's it. You're gonna get a high score. And a lot of times, people see that the little circles, and they get excited and start shooting circles. But it's only worth 100 points. And if you shoot like 10 times, you're at 1,000 points. You just gotta hit a triangle, and you're gonna be way high in score. Always go for triangles. Here we go, guys. Oh, my gun's not firing. My gun's not shooting. My gun's not firing. Oh no. Yeah. My gun's not firing, even though I'm winning.
Attention, Space Rangers. You've landed on Planet C.
Oh no, guys, look at this. Rob's killing it. Level 5. So the guns don't make the sound like they do at Disneyland. I'm like, pew, pew, pew. So I didn't think it was shooting for the longest time. I'm like, it's not working. Then I looked down my score and I started shooting targets. Like, oh, it is working. I'm just an idiot. You'll notice right here in the center is, in Disneyland, what they call astro orbiters, but here they call it the Orbitron. Yeah, it's almost identical to the one in Disneyland to the one in Disneyland. So right up ahead, this is called Videopolis. And when it first opened, they first opened here in 1992. It was one of the largest restaurants in Europe. It was huge. And then they turned it into like an area for shows. They don't really use it as much anymore. I'll take you inside to kind of show it to you. It's a little bit weird because they have this huge building and they don't really utilize it as much here. Let's check it out. So here's a restaurant. You see it's a giant kind of pickup window here. And then down here is the Videopolis screen. This is where they put on plays and shows, but they don't use it anymore. So what people do is they come in here to relax and just let their kids watch little cartoons on the side. You see the kids' cartoons on the sides here. As you see, it's a giant auditorium. But this is literally all that it's used for now, is for people to come in here and relax. There's no shows currently going on. I'm gonna come back to Hyperspace Mountain in just a second because I want to show you some trivia about this Videopolis. When they were designing this, they had an idea that they were gonna have, because right there is Space Mountain, is they were gonna have an observation area to allow people to observe the ride as it's going, the attraction as it's going. That idea never came to fruition, but it got far along enough in development that you can see what they were thinking. Let me show you what I mean by that. Here's the outside of Videopolis Theater, and if you can see those round windows up there, that was originally going to be 2 walkways. You walk this way into the Space Mountain, and you'll be able to walk back. That idea never came to fruition, but it got far along in building blueprints that they built the entrances for the walkways that never happened. It's still cool though, I love it. I think that would have been so sweet though. Can you imagine if they would have had that? You could have walked right over here in Space Mountain and like observed it, like have this little observing area. That would have been sweet. So behind me is Space Mountain, but it's called Hyperspace Mountain. Here in Disneyland Paris, 365 days a year, it is a Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. This particular Space Mountain is very different than Florida's and Disneyland's. It shoots you very fast. It has loops and a corkscrew. And when you go through the corkscrew, you'll see like TIE fighters and everything. It has sound effects. There's Star Wars music. It's awesome. It is awesome. You can see this giant cannon right there. That is actually the hill that you go up. But it shoots you up the hill really fast, and you sort of slow down right until you get towards the top of the hill. And you can see that right there, that is a giant like looking glass, like something to aim, like you're shooting a giant cannon at something. It is really cool. There it goes. We're gonna do the premier access to go into Hyperspace Mountain, and I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can on the inside of this attraction as I can. So we're going up here into Hyperspace Mountain, but you're gonna look over here, I'm gonna show you Star Tours. One of the things I love about Star Tours here is the X-Wing you see is the red X-Wing from the old original trilogy. I love that they have that. The premier access lines are awesome. You can skip almost right to the very beginning of the line. And the prices are static. They don't fluctuate depending on the need. They're always the same price. The only thing is that could be very pricey for a family of 4 or more trying to do this. It's going to be pricey. Just a heads up. This place is awesome. Just getting off, I'm all excited. I love that feeling. I gotta feel this before I forget everything. Let me tell you everything that happens because you can't record it. I'm all super hyper because I was super pumped. I was on Hyperspace Mountain. Here's what happens. It takes off, I mean fast. It takes your picture at the very beginning. Then you hear the call signs. It's all in French. It's like red number 5, blue number 5, or yellow number 2. And you're like call, and all of a sudden it shoots you up the cannon. Right as you get across the crest over the hill, you see stars going because you're going to Hyperspace Mountain. You're like, what is going on? You hear people talking, like, oh, we gotta go to TIE fighters. You see them, and then all of a sudden you see this TIE fighters, and you corkscrew through, shooting the TIE fighters with green laser beams, and they blow up. Then all of a sudden a Star Destroyer comes up and it gets you in the tractor beam and you're getting sucked up into it. You're like, you slow down because you're going up the hill. You're like, oh no. But then just then the next wing flies in, shoots the Star Destroyer. The tractor beam's gone. You shoot over the hill, go down, turn around, and you hear the music. It's like dun, 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 dun. You're like, come on, we can do this. And what do you see? The Star Destroyer that had you in the tractor beam. But now, guess what? You got it in its sights, and you go flying in, and you shoot it, and you blow up the Star Destroyer, and all of a sudden it's like, then all of a sudden at that exact moment you hear the trumpets of the Star Wars music, dun, 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 and you're like, ah! And then that's the end of the ride. Whoa! Best ride ever. I'm still hyper from it. Hyperspace Mountain for the win. So the next attraction we need to talk about is Autopia. Very, very popular here at Disneyland Paris. I mean, very popular. The wait line's always going to be almost exceeding an hour. It's crazy. I don't know why people love it here, but they just love it. Actually, I have a theory why Autopia is so crazy popular. In Europe, it's not as common to drive a car or have a car to drive around, so maybe this is more of a novelty to them, whereas in America, we're like, yeah, we do that all the time. But here, I mean, everybody wants to drive these cars. And as you can see, they don't go particularly fast. They just kind of zip along. There they are, just driving along. So that pretty much is a complete tour of Disneyland Paris. We've done pretty much every land, showed almost everything. We might have missed a few things here and there, but really I try to show you everything. There's the Autopia entrance behind me. Now, for the rest part of the video, I'm gonna go and look at the merchandise and show you the merchandise they have here at Disneyland Paris. I had so many people message me and say, please show the merchandise and the pins in Disneyland Paris. So that's what the rest of this video is gonna be. It's gonna be mostly merchandise. So if you're not interested in that, thank you so much for watching. But if you are interested in that, let's continue on, guys. Let's continue on. So here I am on Main Street, and the first store I'm gonna go into is called Main Street Motors. And you're gonna see lots of Minnie Mouse stuff here. And she's very chic. Is that how you say that? She looks very good. Mad genius. I think that though, that might mean nerd. I'll tell you why in a second, we'll see. Love you to Neverland and back. I'm surrounded by idiots. I'll take a Cub sandwich. This is a celebration hat here. It's a Disneyland Paris hat for the 30th. It says Disneyland Paris. It's got a 92 on the side. This next area here is called Mini Parisian. And that means as if Minnie Mouse was from Paris, this is what she would look like. All this stuff here. It is really cool. Look at this. So here's Minnie. And it's like Minnie. And look, she's got the longer legs here as if she was from Paris. This is like kind of like silk pants. And they got like a little bow there on the side. And then little Minnie down here. And then you've got the Mini Parisian shirt. Just saying the shirt right there. The Mini Parisian shirt here in black with the big bow on the front. And then if you like this, we've got this color here, obviously. And then you see this, like, look at this. The sleeves have the polka dots on them. Look at that, that's so cool. And then the front is like chic. Then look at these hats. These are kind of like the leather hats with a bow on it. Mini Parisian hats. They also have these here. Check out these little, they're like tennis hats almost. I think they're so cool. They have the Mini Parisian jacket. It's like a silk jacket, guys. It's so soft, right? Just out of curiosity, how much do you think it costs? It's 69 euros. Then look at these hats. Can you believe this? This very fashionable. Then look at this dress. Right? Is that great? And then the clutch right there that goes with it. Looks awesome. Look at this shirt. Kind of like wraps and ties in the corner. This Minnie, just enjoying her day. They also have like little compact mirrors with Minnie on them. And this is just a magnet. This is a phone case and it has the bow clasp so it's like a cover that comes over it. Wow. These are the Disneyland Paris stuff you only get here in Disneyland Paris. The Mini Parisian collection. It's awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think Amanda would like these pants. They're soft and they're flowy, like those little cute little bow right there on the side. I think she would like it, like almost like pajama pants, I think. Okay, so I had a cast member help me translate this. It says, Minnie, we love you a little, a lot, passionately. And, oh no, now I forgot. Exclusive dressing by Minnie to inspire. That's kind of an easy one to tell. This one, even the cast member, we had to look this up. It means the Parisian Minnie, she inspires mischief without being mean. So she's mischievous but not being mean. This is just like My Journey to Disneyland Paris by Minnie. And the mode, it's like summer tendencies are super cool or something along those lines. Like so chic. Now I'm going to show you some other merchandise. This might not be exclusively just to Disneyland Paris, but I think it's really cool. So I want to show you. I got the Mickey sweatshirt and then the Minnie over here. I love this stuff. And then of course the Disneyland Paris shirts. Multiple colors, of course. This is the classic Disneyland Paris sweatshirt. And I had to turn around and show you Spirit jersey in the back. Disneyland Paris with the French color flag. If you're watching this part of the video, that means you like merchandise. So I want you to write down what's here reaches out and inspires you, like, oh, I like that, I would like that one. This is a Disneyland Paris with a Minnie on an anchor. Like, ooh, I like the t-shirt. I'm curious to see which speaks to people, what people like the very most. I love this hoodie, check it out. Minnie, there's Minnie there in a little dress and her heels. And look at the bottom, it's got like the little ringing around the bottom of that sweatshirt. So cool. And if you look at the red and white, I think that's great. And look at this sweatshirt. This is another sweatshirt. This has got an M there for Minnie. On the side, it's got 28 because she's from 1928. And then the back, it says Minnie right down here, and then Disneyland Paris. And then right next to it, you've got Mickey's. That M just pops. It's got this kind of furry, the red thread around it, Mickey, 1928. And then the back, of course. Oh. Disneyland Paris. This might be my favorite. I can see Amanda wearing that too. That just is really cute. I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And then casual. Look at this shirt from Disneyland Paris. I don't know if anything's on the back. Smile like Mickey, run like Pluto, bounce like Tigger, fly like Dumbo, sing like Donald, and dream like Peter. Disneyland Paris. Then you check off the things that you've done. And if you're watching this video, I hope that you can check every one of those off. You guys are the best. I'll show you some ears, and I'm not sure if these are, they say Disneyland Paris. I think these might be exclusive to Disneyland Paris, but look at this. You got the castle on top, right? It looks like little diamonds. It's very sparkly. Looks very pretty. And then you go down here and check this one out. This is like the little green man. Very, very, very sparkly. The little bow there, the green bow with the blue letter. And these headband ears. They're awesome. So now I'm in the little boys area. Of course, I have to look for Miles, but I love this. Rocker. It's like Genie. I think that means nerdy, I think. I'm not sure. DJ? Hip Hop Mickey. I love the fun Mickey. He's like, whee! And then it's got Casse-Cou. I think that means skater. Casse-Cou. Adventure, and then just cool. Because, you know, anybody wearing fedora is cool. Then you go over to Minnie Mouse, if you like Minnie Mouse stuff. You've got the Genie. I think that means kind of nerdy. It doesn't mean studious. I'll tell you why I know that. I'm saying you got the Princess Rock Star, and the Casse-Cou, which I think means skater, fun. Oh, maybe not. What is that? Scott to see? I don't know what that means. Amorosi? I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it means in love, adventurer, and cool. And then you got joyous, studious, gourmande. I think it means hungry. She's thinking about cupcakes, so it must mean hungry. Endorme, tired, princess, bored, boudeuse, I guess? I don't know. Now, if I mistranslate any of that, correct me down in the comments down below, because I don't know. They also have little scarves for children. How cool is that? What's a little scarf? Selfie! Disneyland Paris. Guys, I've just seen something I've never seen at any other Disney park ever. Is this Todd from Fox and the Hound? I think it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was a Copper. It was Copper. I can't remember. I can now get confused. But Fox and the Hound, I'm pretty sure that's him. Disneyland Paris. It's all those different types of treats that they have here. You notice there's no churro though. Oh my gosh. Feel better with Disneyland. Amanda, you need this shirt. Feel better with Disneyland Paris. It's got popcorn on it. Are you kidding me? So now I've walked across the street. I'm gonna go into the Emporium. We're gonna try to look at some pins. Hey, I don't remember if I said this during the video. It's been like kind of a long day. Thank you for joining with me. I like having you along with me. So thank you for joining me. All right, let's go look at some more merchandise. I said I was gonna get the pins. I am gonna get pins, but the parade just ended, so everybody's in the Emporium right now. I'm gonna show you the 30th anniversary merchandise, and then we'll do the pins, because everybody's looking at pins right now. This merchandise is here for the 30th anniversary. Mickey's in that purple, that really pretty purple. And then Minnie is in her pink. Look at this. Looks awesome. And then down here, they got these special bags for the 30th. Minnie in her purple. It's like I think it's a sleeping gown. or maybe make it into a dress with a belt. I'm not exactly sure. It's very long. This is also celebrate the 30th. And you see there's a little 30 there. I love this. I love this, by the way. It's a 30, but then if you look at it kind of angle, it looks like a Mickey head. I think it's so, I mean, look at that. It's like a little Mickey head. Then you move it away, you're like, oh, it's 30. Special, cool sweatshirt. And then they have these backpacks. I've been told always pan slowly when you're showing merchandise, so try to go slow. Disneyland Paris, 30 years of magic. And this is the children's sizes. Look at that little shirts. Look at this little jacket. You guys, oh, I can't even handle this. I think Miles looks so cute in that. Can you imagine that? It's a little like a Letterman jacket. You turn it around. Oh my gosh, I can't handle it. I think I might have to get that for Miles. The thing is, it's coming to be summertime, so he's gonna be big. So you're gonna get it for maybe like, you have to think about him growing. They also have it here. Look at this. In pink and white with Minnie. I love it. And then they have, prepare to have your minds blown. Check out these jackets. They're crinkly, they're soft, they're cool. And then like this is like, oh, this also reminds you of Miles. Look at this little windbreaker. I think it's so good looking. Turn around. It says Disneyland 30th on the sleeve. You got a little Mickey patch. That also reminds you of Miles. These little kid backpacks. So much fun stuff. So much fun stuff. I can't handle it all. Go slow. Take your time. All right, so here I am with the pins, and look at Goofy because they still have the Tower of Terror. They say Disneyland Paris. Look at him. I love this. Oh, Frontierland Mickey. I love the old star. These are the attractions. And they have the villains. I love this. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that. And we're continuing on. Look at this. These are the Disneyland Paris. Look at these. Oh my god, there's lots of cool stuff. Of course, Beauty and the Beast is very popular here because it takes place in France. So is Sleeping Beauty, very, very popular here. Oh, I think they have everyone. Look at that. Oh. Frozen 2. And down here we got Cinderillion. Look at that. The 30th of Goofy. By the way, in Disneyland Paris, they don't call him Goofy. His name is Dingo. D-I-N-G-O. And it kind of means like crazy, but in a good way. That looks good. Dumbo? No way. Which one do you like the best? I love them all. Oh, Mary Poppins. Just let's see that. There's another Mary. She looks great. You guys are amazing. It's awesome. So here's what we have going on. This month is crazy. Thank you, by the way, for watching this video. Let me say that. If you haven't, I would love it if you would hit that like button. Maybe you just do that for me. It's something free you can do. Just go down and hit that like button while you're watching right now. It doesn't even stop the video. Hit like. It helps our videos. Also, if you haven't and you would like to, hit the subscribe button and then hit that little bell notification, because this whole month of April, we were traveling around all the way around the world, showing you all kinds of different Disney parks, Universal parks, I mean, all kinds of things, comic conventions and all. I'll be going, it's just crazy. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing this all again, but at Walt Disney Studios, which is right across here from here. Now, put it down in the comments down below, like what I've missed, you'd like to see more, and then in 2 days, we're coming back here for the 30th anniversary, and I get to go to a special panel, and I'll record that panel so you guys can see that. I have a bunch of Imagineers here. Tony Baxter is going to be there, and you get a chance to hear what they have to say about Disneyland Paris. That'll be coming in 2 days, and then we got travel vlogs, so just make sure you hit that notification bell, because we got so much going on. It's crazy. We're doing so much on the channel this month is crazy. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye, everybody.